Welcome to another week in Lotro. With all the best news from the Hobbit movies. All Lotro's latest news. News of Lotro's latest expansions and updates. Gameplay videos and leveling guides. And much more. This is another week in Lotro.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Another Week in Lotro. I know I haven't exactly kept to the schedule whatsoever. I sort of lost my focus on Lotro. I've had tons of A-levels to do. I've still got quite a few to do, but I'm taking a break off just to get this out there. I put the original video out there just to see what was going on and if anyone liked it. At first nothing happened, came back to it today, saw that it had really kicked off, so I'm going to get it up and running again, so I hope you enjoy it. So first of all, obviously everyone knows it's been E3 and we found out quite a lot more about Riders of Rohan. So there was a 10-ton Hammer article that sort of went through the main features. So obviously the one that everyone's talking about is mounted combat. So here's a few notes on it. It's only available in certain areas, I think that's the East Emnet. War seeds will be usable in all areas that horses are allowed, which would be cool. So originally I think they were saying that you can only use it in there. I think that what they meant was you can only use the specific abilities for the war seed, but you are allowed to ride them anywhere else now, which is great. They have their own set of skills on a standard combat bar, which is quite cool, but from what I've heard you also do your normal class skills at the same time. And basically there's also a big lot, there's 3 skill trees. There's offensive, defensive and support. I don't know how a support or defensive idea would work from horseback, so that will be interesting. Basically mounts come pre-equipped with abilities, so charge, things like that, strike hard, precise, blah de blah. It's quite difficult to see how it will play out until we know. There was also a Q&A, so there's going to be new class skills for mounts between level 76 and 85. 3 new improved skills for each class. So there's Rohan, the brand new endgame, with solo and group stuff to do, group encounters, new fishing quests, blah de blah. New crafting tier 8. Etamor is going to be rewarding, focusing, well, giving new rewards focusing on killing players instead of NPCs. There's going to be no new skirmishes as far as we know. And there's going to be a new instant cluster, but it's not coming out exactly with the game. It's going to come back later in the year as part of the Lotro content updates. And there's going to be some tweaks and upgrades to legendary skills, but there's going to be no new skills. So that's all the main stuff that you're getting with Riders of Rohan. They're selling it in 3 digital editions. I think it'll be available in game later on. But the first one's the base edition. You get the Steed of East Emnet, the Friend of the Mark, which is in-game title, Rohan Elite Statted Cloak, so you get 4 level 20 cloaks. So most people will use them for cosmetic, I expect. And you also get a Rohirrim Soldier landscape appearance, which is quite a cool thing. So it's not a bad deal for $40. I haven't got the pounds with me at the moment. I'll have to look that up. I'll probably put that in the description. But the next one's the Heroic Edition, which is $50. You get all the stuff from the first one. You get the Halberg of the East Emnet. You get the Rohan cosmetic chest piece, and you also get Evan Dim Moria Lorien crest packs, which gives you 650 quests, which is actually a really good deal. And you get a pre-order bonus with the same ones as the last one, but you also get a 25% XP boost for all characters up to level 74, I think 75, and yeah, you get the same other stuff. And finally, the Legendary Edition, which is $70. All the stuff in the last one. You get 15 additional storage slots in a new inventory bag, which is pretty cool. You get the Crystal of Remembrance, which adds an additional legacy slot to your legendary weapon. And you get exclusive legendary content, where basically you get a new quest that no one else gets. We don't know if you can buy it later on, but you discover the lineage of the war steeds and earn a mounted combat deed that grants exclusive skill for your war steed. So that is a really cool thing, and I think that might sell me on Riders of Rohan, getting the Legendary Edition. For pre-order bonuses, it's just the same as the last one. So it's a really good package. Also, they're doing quite a cool offer where with the base edition you get 40% off 1,500 turbine points. With the Heroic Edition you get 40% off 2,500 turbine points. With the Heroic Edition you can also choose to get 50% off Rise of Isengard, and with the Legendary you get 40% off 500 turbine points. That's a nice deal, but you're looking at $100 total price after that, so I might be pushing it for quite a few people, including myself. In the Turbine store, they've said that the expansion's gonna cost 4,295 turbine points. The Rohan Soldier on the landscape thing, that's gonna be 295. The 6th inventory bag, which will open up account wide, is 995. The Crystal of Remembrance is 995, and the Outriders token is 495. So if you take all of that into account, it's kind of quite a lot of that's, well, the expansion obviously, the account wide bag, and the Outriders token. They're all stuff that you really need. So that's about coming up to 6,000 turbine points, which means that the Legendary Edition seems a lot more worth it. So that's all the Rise of Isengard stuff, not Rise of Riders of Rohan stuff. Now, this week we found out that Lord of the Rings Online has come up on Steam, which is really cool. It's going to cost $29.99. You get an exclusive Noble Grey Steed, which you can use at level 5. And it's a 68% mount with 250 HP, which is pretty darn good mount. That's as fast as you can go. I don't know if there's ones that have more health, but we'll have to see. You get quest packs of North Downs, Evan Dim and the Misty Mountains, so that's worth quite a few turbine points. You get a 25% XP token, which lets you get 25% more experience up to level 65, and you also get 1,000 turbine points that lets you play around and sort of play about with the store. So for $30, that's a bloody good price. Now moving on, Weatherstock's coming up on the 16th of June. It's hosted by the Lonely Mountain Band. I haven't been to it. I will try and get to it this time. Exams are gonna probably get in the way. That's this coming Saturday, so I should actually be alright for that unless I'm out. I'm not sure what time it is. It's on the Landall server, so it'll be American hours. So that's pretty much all the news. Just keeping you up to date on what I've been doing. Just doing level 38 today. I'm in Evan Dim. I've only literally just got back in the game, so I'm getting used to the Soldier in the Landscape stuff, which I really like. Now onto the mail. Basically, if you want to send me a message, it's just in the comments section, or on my channel, or send it to aweekinlotro@gmail.com. On the last video, I got a message from D2350 where he said, "Is there going to be a new Etimors map?" Which I couldn't find anything on that. And he also asked if there's going to be any changes to PvMP. They are trying to make PvMP a lot more, well, make a lot more like worthwhile, and they're going to try and sort of promote killing players rather than NPCs. There's also been quite a few changes in the last patch. I don't know if you know about those. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully the new mic's a lot better than the old one. I'll put a few links for the Riders of Rohan sort of FAQs and stuff for those that want to have a look at it, and a link for the coverage from E3. As I said, if you want to send me some mail, just in the comments or weekinlotro@gmail.com. If this goes down well, I'll have another one up next week. Hope you enjoyed it.